What's up, family? Want to do a quick video on the difference between crystallization and calcification in a spiritual sense. The first thing I think of when I think of calcification is the pineal gland when it comes to a spiritual sense. The calcification is a hardening. It's a blockage, a stoppage, if you will. It's a hardening of the heart, a closing of the mind that really comes forth from an absolute, a limited belief that causes a judgment of others that do not believe or see what you see, inhibiting us to being open to other perspectives. That becomes a calcification. It becomes a hardening. It becomes a blocking to not be able to see in others, yourself and others, or the all oneness, or the source, or God of all, to be within them because they simply don't believe in what you believe in. That calcification causes a lot of resistance within ourselves, and what you resist does persist. When we judge another, you only judge yourself. So whatever religion or belief you have, it's always good not to judge another, or at least try to keep an open mind and have love for them and try to understand where they're coming from. When we look at the sense of the spiritual term of crystallization, we think of not just in New Age, but ancient terms of the crystalline DNA, the activation, the integration. That comes from an opening of the heart, an attempt to understand all perspectives and angles. When we do that, we can see ourselves in others and others in ourselves. And once we love ourselves, we can truly love others as ourselves, being able to see God within everyone, or source divine, or whatever construct or label. When that happens, it really does open us up to see that a lot of these words and constructs and labels and mouth sounds really do mean the same thing. And we get further from an absolute in the place of neutrality and a place of understanding and incorporation and integration. So when you think of calcification and crystallization, you can think of it as being closed off, or you can think of it as being open. You can think of it as an integration, or you can think of it as a separation. Truly, separation is an illusion because there is no separateness between us and the divine source, as we are of that we are being created from, regardless of what you may believe. You don't have to believe in the same thing to have love for someone. So if this doesn't help, as long as you can do your best to try to see where someone else is coming from without putting them down. Now, if you're being triggered by what others believe in, then that is showing where there's a clinging in your mind and where you are separating yourself not only from others, but the divine source of all things. So, hope this helps. It helps me, but I've found a oneness within me, so I truly do see it in others, regardless of how it's said, regardless if it's within a mantra or a verse, and what other scripture, religion, or spiritual group that may come from. Ultimately, I see all of us as the all, or the one, the source, the infinite. All just terms and labels and constructs, family. Do your best not to judge others, for as you judge others, you only judge yourself. Thus, hardening your heart, closing your mind, building a resistance that just continues to persist, and not allowing you to see the source or God in others as it is in you. Otherwise, we crystallize, we integrate, and we reflect more light when we come from a true space of an heart and incorporation to integrate that source within us. Have a beautiful day, family. Much love.